Sometimes she writes things that I want to steal. Honestly, I'm mad at her. There's one song that she has that I really wish I wrote it. Future, my #1 spot
Absolutely.
on the Billboard chart.
Putting it into the existence. It's happening. Everything he says comes true.
You gotta you gotta manifest.
So no one missed anything yet.
No, I don't think so. No.
Watch us find out.
I probably
hit
missed
something.
I probably missed something.
Hey everybody, it's Rania Niftos with Billboard News, and I'm so excited to be here today with Damiano David. Welcome.
Hello.
What an exciting time for you. I mean, you're gearing up for your next musical era. You've released 3 singles so far. Next summer, Born with a Broken Heart and Silverlines. So tell me a bit about how you're choosing to release these singles to kind of introduce this musical era for you.
For me, it's literally all about like instinct and feelings. These were the first 3 songs I wrote for the record, and so it's kind of funny that are actually the singles, but I didn't know at the beginning, but I always felt like the songs were strong, and since the beginning I knew they were going to be part of the record. And again, there's not much strategy around it. It's literally like a feeling. I like this, I release it.
I mean, I love that. That's the way to go, because it keeps it fun for you too, and it keeps it authentic. And speaking of authentic, each of these 3 singles, while they are different in a lot of ways, they still sound like you, but you're clearly exploring. What was that like getting in the studio and working out different sounds and kind of introducing Damiano to people?
That was very fun. It was a new practice for me because I was used to kind of know the sound that we wanted with the band, and we might disagree on how to get it, but we all wanted to get the same thing. While in this case, I knew what I was capable of, but I didn't know how I wanted to translate. So I had the chance to try a bunch of different things and see what I was most attracted to.
Yeah.
So I think, there's a lot of variety also in the songs that didn't make the record. There's a lot of variety, but it was a very fun experiment to do.
100%. And I mean, you got to work with such cool people. Silverlines is produced by Labyrinth, who is an incredible producer and singer and artist. What was that like being in the studio with him?
That was a blessing. I've been following his music for many years. I remember being in London at the presentation of one of his records, so it was really a full circle moment. It was a special.
Your debut album, Funny Little Fears, super personal. You talked about a little bit on Instagram. You said, sometimes I'm still scared, but I wrote myself a manual, and I hope you find it helpful too. Tell me a bit about what it's capturing for you right now.
The record is really about this moment of my life where I found myself really blocked by my fears and by my dynamics, and the album was a way to face them and to get over it. And so, like, looking back, it's kind of the narration of this whole process for me through some of my life experiences. But then on a more general level, it's really like about taking our fears and taking our negative sides and stop hiding them, because also together with our positive things are what makes us who we are, and we should be somehow proud of it, especially when we're able to heal from it and to get over it, and also looking back at it to kind of smile at it and kind of make them smaller, make them funny, because it's just moment of our life that gets us to the next stage.
Speaking of something that could have been fearful for you, you were in a band, and now you're stepping out as a solo artist and showing people on your own who you are. How did you get over, I guess, that fear, and were able to have that vulnerability as you're starting to express yourself musically?
I don't think I can really answer in like how I did it. I think that I was lucky and unlucky at the same time to live a very like fast and intense life. So I experienced many things, and like on a certain level more things than the people of my age. So it's weird because I didn't even know that I was like sad or doing the wrong things, and I came to a point where really like my brain and body started suggesting me, and I think that's because I had many experiences, and at the end of it all, I was able to kind of read the signals. But I think that in general, it's all a matter of experiences, and you find yourself understanding, not even knowing why or when, it just happens.
Yeah, and I guess along those lines, do you have any advice for fans that might be going through kind of that realization right now that something's not right and they want to feel better, or they want to go through that healing process, but it seems scary maybe?
I think that we tend to think that we're alone in our pain and in our problems, while it's 90% of the times there's thousands of people with our same problems, experiencing our same feelings. And I think that's why we connect with music, art, whatever, because it's just like describing that situation, and somehow we're not even able to describe how we're feeling, and we have to rely on somebody else's words. I don't think I have many advices, but
that's great advice already.
Yeah, just take it easy, take your time.
100%. And I mean, I like that you said that a lot of these feelings are universal. So many people feel these things, and I noticed that something that stuck out to me was in your Next Summer music video. And the concept behind it of being a prisoner in someone's mind and then coming face to face with that older version of yourself. Tell me about the concept of that and why it was important to tell that story.
The song comes from an experience that I had where I, at the end of it, found myself holding on to the memory of it, even if it was not positive for me, but it was the last connection I had to that moment of my life, and I kind of didn't want to let go. I kind of want to stop time and live there. But then if you do that, you eventually come to face what could have been if you were free, and that's what the video is about, and that's what the song is about. And it was a way for me to remember that moment of my life and describe it, and again look at it like it was a picture, to know which mistakes not to repeat.
Absolutely.
It's a reminder.
Holding yourself accountable.
Yeah, it's a reminder. It's a reminder. You know?
I get it. And then also you teased the album title in that music video. Are there Easter eggs that you're continuing to put out that maybe people didn't notice yet, or how clever have you been with it?
No, that was my highest clever.
That was your biggest one? Okay. So no one missed anything yet?
No, I don't think so. No.
Watch us find out in a couple weeks he hit something.
I probably missed something.
I love that. Who were some of your inspirations while you were creating it?
I think there's so many. It's like 26 years of listening to music, so many of that I'm not even aware of where I stole from. But I don't know, while we were writing, it's more from the songwriters that were like, this gives me a Keen vibe, early Killers, I don't know, Strokes.
Love them.
A lot of stuff.
So many, I mean, good artists that you just named so far.
We
good
get,
company.
We get from the good ones, of course.
100%. And I mean, you're bringing also the album on the road. How exciting to tour this material. I mean, what are you most looking forward to as you head off into live shows for this?
I mean, seeing people face to face, while the live reaction, it's always different. There's no amount of tweets that can match it. And also, I think it's like the cherry on top of a project. You know, you do all the writing, the promo, etc. But I think that like the confirmation of it all comes to life when you tour and when you play live. So it's a beautiful moment. You get to see people that are really willing to spend their time with you, for you. So it's very special. It's also beautiful to know that I have the chance to do a war tour and bring my music to so many different cultures. It's going to be fun.
Is there a song that you're excited to see how people react to it live?
Honestly, all of them.
Yeah.
There's one specific, it's called Tango, which is like this very, very up-tempo, uplifting music.
Fun.
And then the lyrics are like extremely dark and sad.
Oh, got it. I'm excited.
And I want to see like people realize the lyrics while the vibe and being like dancing, and then be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't.
That hit.
Yeah, you know, maybe I shouldn't be dancing. But it's just a funny.
You dance through the pain. That's
you
how
know,
it works.
but it's just a funny little game.
I love that. And I mean, are you planning on having any of your Måneskin band members join you at any point or come to see you?
Why not if they want to come? I think they want time off.
They're
like
tired.
they're like it's your tour, you do it. But if they want to come, of course.
Have you been sharing the music with them at all?
Yeah. Early stages, early stages of the music. It was still demos, and not all of it. But yeah.
I mean, how special to have that support system, like as you go through this. It's people who know you musically and personally and have them, you know, have your back as you go through this.
Sure, also like all the experiences that we went through, and like we did this job for quite a while together. So that gave me a lot of, a big shield.
Yeah.
I'm more prepared.
I mean, speaking of support too, I mean, the wonderful Dove Cameron, we've had her here. You guys have been dating, you're incredible. And she is a brilliant songwriter and talent. So what's it like kind of going through that process with her of being able, because she's working on an album now, you're working on an album now. How do you like bounce ideas off each other like that?
We always share ideas, we always play each other's music, especially like it was very fun to have been writing our albums together. Sometimes she writes things that I want to steal, honestly, I'm mad at her. There's one song that she has that I really wish I wrote it.
Remix on the horizon, you can do a little duet version.
It's too early, we gotta get old. But no, it's beautiful to have someone that really understands the process. Also, like the way we do it, it's very similar. We're both very like instinct based, and we put feelings in a very primary spot. So it's beautiful to have a person that you don't really have to explain anything to, and she just gets it, and it's fun. She's a great musician. It's beautiful to have her opinion. We haven't write together yet because we're lazy and we don't wanna influence each other. But also like we both have this thing that once the album is done, we don't really wanna keep writing music because you gave all of it.
You get burnout, yeah.
Yeah. You gave all of it, and it's kind of torturing yourself.
You're forcing something that isn't natural.
Exactly.
And also, I think, again, you guys are both on instinct. If the time comes, I'm sure it'll come naturally. It's nothing that has to be planned. You know what I mean? And I mean, on a separate note, already you walked in, we were all like, obviously he came in with the coolest outfit ever, because you really know how to express yourself so beautifully through fashion. Where do you get that confidence to just, I guess, wear things that maybe people didn't think of before?
Oh my God, I never thought of myself as like this avant-garde of fashion.
You are.
I literally just wear what makes me feel good in that moment, where I think fits my mind state in that moment, and what I think fits the music. I think I'm lucky because I have the chance to work with people that really take care of this for me and with me, so I'm very helped. And again, I work with people that I consider my friends, so I know that every time the job is going to be done, especially for me, and to make me feel good and not to, I don't know, do weird stuff. So I don't know, for me it's literally about feeling good and wearing what I like. So
yeah, I mean, honestly, this whole conversation too is so inspiring for me, because I'm someone who's trying to trust my instinct more and more, because it's never led me astray, but I need to keep trusting it. So I mean, talking to you through that is so special, because it really feels like everything that you do based on how you feel works out, and that's so special. You're so lucky in that way.
If it doesn't work out, at least you know you can.
You tried.
You can, and also like it's your responsibility. You cannot blame anything or anyone else, and you're more in control.
Right. And what lesson do you want fans to take away from your album, Funny Little Fears?
I don't know, just hope they like it.
They will, I'm sure. They already love it.
Hope they like it. And I hope that, again, through my experiences, they can maybe learn a little more about themselves even. That would be the biggest gift.
I love that. And lastly, one last question. What is your favorite Billboard moment, past, present, or future?
Future, my #1 spot.
Absolutely.
On the Billboard chart.
Putting it into the existence. It's happening. Everything he says comes true, so here it is.
Yeah, you know, you gotta manifest.
It's happening. We're putting it out there. Well, thank you so much, Damiano. I'm
you.
such a big fan of yours, and I'm so excited for fans to hear the rest of the album.
Thank you very much.
No one deserves it more. Thank you.